Drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Play clock down to 3, and we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. Bree's going to throw. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. Certainly not the cleanest of starts to this football game. Back-to-back plays yield turnovers in this first quarter.
So there's not much flow right now. A very choppy game. And I know this. It's a copycat league. We say it all the time about the NFL, but I'm not quite sure this is what they had in mind about something they wanted to emulate.
No, you don't want to emulate a turnover.
Set 90, Wolf. Topper. Hey, Johnson. Now. I got motion. Hey, Haywood!
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Check 6 on your west. Go.
Now Johnson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Ready? 60 Pittsburgh.
Don't say nothing. Hey, 25 to Mike. We got 25 to Mike. I'm going to run you over.
Hey, exit.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. And with the play clock reading 4, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
That's 8 read.
Hey, check.
The first down carry here for Johnson. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
At the Eagles' 15-yard line.
Let's go
6
now.
yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Wide, get wide. Jim. Slip.
Look at me. Score. 5.
From the gun, a run for Johnson. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 11 yards there, first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Ready to break.
Kill. Hey, we got 3 down.
2 jet bombers. 2 jet bombers.
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. Pressure comes and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack.
On any 1st and goal, the real estate to work with for the offense is really cut down, and the defense knows it. So they often bring heat and pressure, which they did on this play. Got him down for a loss. Not a big one, but any loss of yardage in this position is tough for an offense.
Second and goal from the 6 this time.
Take right.
Go.
We got 3.
Now a whistle and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining.
Check 90. 190. Hey, Delta.
Single. I got 11.
5.
Watch that in. Tight end's right.
Set red Delta.
Bang.
White.
Check 4.
Hey.
Undercrush.
To throw, Rivers. And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. It's a very short kick taken by an up man. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
22.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
No, easy, opposite. Where's that?
To throw is Breeze. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
We own them. 51 to mine. We go 21.
Breeze now to throw. And this is incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
Hey, kill. 26, Mike. 26, Mike. You better be afraid.
Again, it's Breeze. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete, certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. Now the Pro Bowl kicker, Aldrick Rosas. Last year, he hit one from 57. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt.
That ball don't belong to you, boy. That ball belongs to us.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Recon, 132 fighter.
They begin the drive with Johnson. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you've said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
Ready.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
You draw Corker. Go. Sponge. No.
Check that.
On the ground, this is Johnson. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 6-0 our score after one. Giant football, and we're ready to begin the second quarter as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation.
Set, ready? 10 Lobo.
Three down.
What? Pilot, 64, weak.
On 2nd down now, it's Johnson. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Point after here coming up. And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Giants touchdown. Point after try forthcoming. And oh, it's no good. For the second time now in this first half, he's missed an extra point. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And not a good return here. He is brought down at the 7-yard line.
At their own 7-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there. So from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8.
Brings up 3rd and 8.
Ready. Yellow lady. Here we go, here we go. Switch up. 11.
51, Mike. Mike 51. Bring it. Bring it.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
Watch the whip.
Shotgun now for Breeze. Over the middle, he'll get it to Harrison. 17 yards and a first down for Philly. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Now Breeze. And this is caught by Evans. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Let's bring it. 21.
From the gun, it's Breeze. He completes it to Evans. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A good pickup there at 22.
That's another Eagles first down. First and 10 at the 38.
Ready?
So here's a first and 10 at the 38.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move.
36, 36.
26, Mike. 26, Mike. Keep it up.
Hey, wahoo!
26, Mike. 26, Mike.
Hey, kill!
Again, they'll throw with Breeze. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. This is caught, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. As his guys are in for 6, as they are now on the board here in the first half. The quarterback dropped, had the deep ball in his eyes, threw it out there. Perfect pass. Really nice play.
Is that the one they drew up for us in their production meeting and told us to be on the lookout for?
Yes, it was.
Boy, I think that he threw it better than they drew it up. That was fantastic.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line.
Let's go. Get it done. Let's go.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have, and think back to our meeting with the head coach, and we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well.
Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Bravo!
25 to Mike. We go 25 to Mike. I got him. At 25 to Mike. We go 25 to Mike. Man, I got you.
Yep.
Watch.
Hard.
Safety screen.
Shoot!
Now Anderson gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Here we go! 50, plant!
Me and you all day. I'm coming after you. Kill. Turn up. Kill.
Christian, Travis.
At 25 to Mike. We go 25 to Mike. Come on.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Guys, it's game situation. Let's go.
Over.
Mike 51.
On second down, it's Tomlinson. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first.
A gain of 2 on the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Ready. Yellow lady, yellow lady. Hey, easy. 13.
Hey, Alpha. Mike 51.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. That one's complete to Tomlinson. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice gain.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football.
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Mike 51. Oh, here we go. Oh.
12. Here we go.
Mike 51. Here we go. Mike 51.
Hey, Echo. Hey, easy.
Record. Go, Mike 51.
Now Breeze. Trying to lay one up deep. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Hey, easy.
Banjo.
53. Hey, zoom.
26 Mike. I got it.
Now Breeze again. And that will be incomplete. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense, they spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
Ready.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Hey, 4 down. 26 Mike. 26.
Here we go. Hey, orbit.
26 Mike. Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day offense.
They'll go for it. It's Breeze. They'll rifle this one. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. So with the pass being completed, they'll go ahead and take that instead.
Nothing extra to be gained. Pass interference at the spot, completed the pass. That was your play. So might as well have not even had the penalty.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Tomlinson, and he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are back within a single score.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. PAT up and good by Rosas. And this is back to a 5-point game. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Well, I've seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is, because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Here I come again. Hey, Charlie. Come again. Check out. Ready?
Here's Anderson. Throwing again. Complete. It's Johnson. He'll be dropped at the 30. The shifty move got him a couple extra on the play. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. 2nd down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining.
Go on.
Anderson operating from the gun. This is Johnson. He's got it. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So we've come to halftime in a 5-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that, Tony.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Devin Bush leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
5-9.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. Well, they brought the pressure, and that meant man coverage behind him, so he's still able to complete the pass.
Even as he took the hit. And that's what you have to do, because I was just talking with a coach the other day, and he said, look, it's not always going to be pretty back there. You're going to have to give me completions. Even when you're taking some hits, sometimes you have to be your own blitz control, for lack of a better term. Got to make completions, step up, and make those throws, and he did that.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's fourth down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
Check, check, check.
So here we go on 4th down with Breeze. Over the middle, complete. That's Ward. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Breeze now 10 of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a 1st and 10. Now Tomlinson on 1st and 10. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Hey, Mike 51, Mike 51. You got nothing to win.
Hey, kill.
Throwing now is Breeze. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Harrison. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Breeze going to come up here, 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Kill.
They'll run on 1st down. Tomlinson. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
At the 41-yard line.
Ready.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
11. Hey, easy. Hey, easy. Hey, Haywood. You're good. I four, ready.
Here's Breeze to throw. And the pressure gets to Breeze as he's taken down. Montez Sweat has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Ready.
9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile.
Here we go. Sammy. Hey, exit.
You ain't got nothing. 51's the mic. He runs.
To throw, it's Breeze. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Ward. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles have taken the lead.
When we draw up defenses on the board, we do account for every receiver. But on that particular play, somehow he was wide open, became an easy touchdown pass.
Rosas now to add the PAT. And the lead is now 2.
Makes the score Eagles 41, Giants 19. Over Rosas.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20. To the 23-yard line.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Let's go.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
Set. 70. Indy. On the ball.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. They had 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
At 25 to Mike. We got 25 to Mike.
Hey, lock it.
Tackle. Switch.
Anderson now from the gun on 3rd down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Quincy Wilson with the INT.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
Ready. You ready?
No gain on this defense. No gain. Check 43.
Kill. Wait.
On 1st down, Tomlinson. He doesn't find a ton of space following the display of quick feet down just inside the 45. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Ready. 95-56. Hey, kill.
Check 13.
They stay on the ground. Tomlinson. And he's taken down inside the 30. 15 yards on the play. First down. I guess he was saving his best for last, so to speak. Longest run of the day coming here in the fourth quarter right there.
And that type of run makes for a better night for him and his teammates, doesn't it? To be able to produce this late in the game can lead to some big smiles and satisfaction in the locker room after this one's over.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Tomlinson. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
That one, a gain of 20 and a first down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
We go 21.
Safety cream. Check.
They'll run. Tomlinson. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. They toss it to Tomlinson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
They've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? They'll try and run. Tomlinson. And he will take this one in for an Eagle touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles able to push further out in front.
But they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times that's a passing play.
And the kicker, this has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Down.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now Anderson, off play action. Forced out to his left. He's going to... That's caught at the 25. Touchdown, Giants. A.J. Green, his first touchdown on the year, as they have now chopped this lead down to 3.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. A big play looming for the Giants as they'll go for 2.
Tight ends on the Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo.
Hey, easy. Fine. Load it.
Motion.
Wait, 89.
From the gun, Rivers. And this is caught. So they took a chance, but they are back within a single point here in the 4th.
Giants 27.
So we're back to a 1-point game now as the kickoff comes. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Here's Breeze. Over the middle, complete. That's Harrison. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Ready. 95-56.
Double tight, guys, double tight. Even. 4 down, even. Tighten up.
They'll run on first down. Tomlinson. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Less than 2 minutes to play. Down to the wire we go in a one-point game. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. On 1st down, Tomlinson. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking. Nice hole for him. Ends up picking up nice yardage. Stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. They go again to Tomlinson. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Defensively, they rally the troops to force 4th down after that 7-yard pickup back on 1st. Here's Sam Cook now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
You hate to give the ball away here in the 4th quarter while you're just holding a slim lead. But that punt, absolutely ideal. They pin them inside the 5-yard line. They give their defense a really nice opportunity.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect.
If you're ready,
We got 25 to make.
protein spell,
Check 24. Check 24.
shoot.
And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game.
Let's go.
up at the 29 now. They'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard.
Check, check. Lucky. Hey, wahoo!
Back to throw. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. 2-minute drills, they're tough enough, pressure-packed enough, and these elements makes it significantly tougher.
And you don't have the margin where you can say, okay, I can allow for certain things and maybe change up a little bit. Because it's a 2-minute situation, you've got to try and make the same plays you would make if the elements didn't exist.
He's back to throw. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
Crunch. 80 weapon. Check, check. Frag down. Hey, rock it. Ready?
Here we go with Johnson. Johnson with a burst, a 1st down and more. And all the way up to the 46. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Eagles, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Giants, the loss here will move them back to 500 at 3-3. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
Mm-hmm.